You're here at the Timezone Podcast.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Timezone Podcast. It's episode 5, guys.
Bitch, it's episode 6.
Oh shit, yeah, 6. Oh my god.
Girl, don't take us back now. Don't do that.
Okay, sorry. Okay, guys. Welcome to episode 6. That means that we're having a good time. So, how's everyone been? How you been, Eunice?
Bruh, it's been lit. This weekend has been actually really good. A girl might be still drunk, but I'm here.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
What are you doing?
I'm enjoying this weather. Look at me. I'm enjoying this weather, honey. Yes.
You look it.
Mustard yellow suits every black woman. Every black woman, you need a mustard yellow, okay? So
That's true. That is
Tip
very
number
true.
1 from Inks today.
what about you, Shan? What are you saying?
I'm alright. I've been back to work, so I'm going to normality, whatever that is.
How does that feel?
It's alright.
But does it feel good to talk to people? I feel like your social skills. How was your social skills going back to work?
I'm fed up. I'm probably fed up with them already. I'm fed up. Like when I hear them, I'm like, oh, what do you want now? Like I feel like I was excited, and then now that I've remembered what it was like, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go back. All right. Okay. So let's get into our first part of the show, and we're going to kick it off with what's up with that. I want to firstly talk about the recent hashtag that's gained a lot of popularity recently, which is hashtag defund the BBC, right? And so the BBC, for people that don't know who the BBC is, it's a public service, right? A public broadcasting service, which is funded by the people of the UK, of the United Kingdom, through like TV license. So their duty is to provide a service that is including everyone, because we have to pay for it basically. The reason why the hashtag started defund the BBC is because there's claims that BBC have not covered enough stories. Like they don't cover enough news articles, they don't cover story, they don't show enough publicity to stories, and then they're not very multicultural, and they are more trying to create a divide rather than bring people together. And an example of that was last week Sunday on the show called Country Files, which is a show where they it's like a rural show, so they talk about like environmental issues and stuff. And there was a section on there, 10-minute section by a guy called Dwayne Fields, and he spoke about the issues that people from the BAME community face, why they don't feel welcomed into the countryside. And I wanted to ask you guys, do you think the BBC should be defunded? And also, do you think that the countryside is seen as a white environment?
I think, if they're trying to say that BBC is not multicultural, enough, and not diverse enough, then they need to remove a lot more program. They need to remove a lot more sites first. ITV needs to go, because out of all of them, I would say probably E4 is the most multicultural, I think. And then it goes to BBC. For British TV, as in TV that you can get on, like, the free channels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To me, BBC is the most multicultural. Could it do better? Yes. But I don't think it's completely, not like ITV and all the rest of them. No.
I don't know much about British TV, but from the conversation, obviously, I do know about BBC. I think defunding it might not solve the issue. Might just create another one. So maybe find a different alternative, like maybe change some officials within the BBC corporations that's going to promote more diversity, if that's what you're looking for. But if you're going to completely just want to defund them, you're not going to have anything of substance to watch. And Ink said they're more diverse. Like, you think they're one of the more diverse, right?
Sham, what do you think? I believe so.
I mean, I don't really watch BBC, but from what I like, BBC iPlayer, sometimes I'll catch up on stuff, and I feel like there is something there for everyone. But I think maybe not necessarily defunding it, but maybe changing the way it's funded. So maybe if it was funded differently, like maybe people feel that because they have to pay for it, it's almost like why are we not watching it because I'm paying for it. Like, so I think maybe a different way, maybe if it was funded differently, I don't know.
Can I ask a quick question? So the people who are coming forward saying defund the BBC, what nationality are they? What nationality are they?
They're white,
and they're saying it's.
They're trying to take TV away from y'all. They are trying to take TV away from y'all, bro.
If you can see my face right now through this podcast.
I thought it was reversed too. I thought it was like the people of the DIM community, like the black, that were saying that. But the fact is like they're trying to take that away from you, like trying to take what you do have, the little diversity you do have, strategically take away from you. And that's bullshit. And is a countryside seen as, what was the question? Seen as like...
Is it seen as a white environment? Do you feel comfortable enough to go to the countryside?
I live in America, so I don't go to the country.
It's like saying, no. When you say countryside for America, you can't say that. It's like saying, is it the suburbs?
Oh, yeah. I live in the suburbs. Shit, it's safe.
No. But imagine more suburban than that.
More just like very rural.
As in, very rural. People have farms, very rural, like very.
I don't see anything wrong with it, and like here, speaking about the Americas, I don't see anything wrong with it. Like being around horses and pigs and all that. If that's what you like, if you're that type of person, it's not certain a white thing. Like, why would we categorize nature as a white thing?
I think it comes down to like parenting as well. So for me, I quite enjoy being in that environment, but I feel like if I spoke to certain of my friends, they'll be like to me, oh, that's a white thing to do. Like, why would you want to do that? If I turn around and say, let's go camping, they're going to say to me, we ain't going camping, like that's the type of but I feel like that is something that maybe our parents' generation or like our grandparents, I feel like it comes from them, where it's like they're very protective. Like, when they first came here, like most people, you live together, and it was you're at home with each other. You don't want them out of your sight. So I feel like the countryside was one of those places. Like, no, we don't go there.
I hear you. So that camping thing made me laugh because I really want to go strawberry picking, and people keep telling me that's a white people thing.
It's so fun. It looks fun.
Like,
do it. Do it.
I really want to do it. Like, can we class it up?
Girl,
like...
and you can get great Instagram pictures. Do it.
Okay. All right. Stop. Stop it. You know what you're doing. Right. Okay. So, what I was going to say is, I think the reason why maybe sometimes some people feel like it could be a white thing, people associate that. We don't have land. Black people in this country don't have land. Okay? In America, some black people have land. Some black people still have farms. Do you know what I mean? That have been passed down generations.
Absolutely.
We don't have that. The only people we see with like big farms and that are white people. It's been passed down through their generations. And I think maybe people associate, because white people own so much land, they associate the countryside as being a white thing.
The white people.
Because not enough black people, there's not enough black representation to say we own land. If we went to Jamaica or if we went to Nigeria and someone had a farm, we're not going to say, that's a white person thing. We're going to say, oh, they have a farm. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I think it's because we're in the Western world. That's why.
Yeah, like I remember when I sent you that thing on WhatsApp, and it was like a list of all the shows that were coming on BBC. So there's stuff like that maybe people ain't happy about, that there's a week of, I don't know, black people on their TV the whole week. They ain't happy about that, but so be it.
From owning loads of land and having loads of money to being scandalous. Let's talk about Jada Pinkett and August, okay? Okay, so let me just start from the beginning in case you guys don't know this. I've been following this story for, I don't know, a week and a half now, however long it's been. Right, basically, August Alsina done an interview with Angela Yee, yeah? Obviously, during the interview, she asked him what was the status of him and Jada's relationship. He obviously answered, and he said,
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation. Due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, not involving romanticism, he gave me his blessing. And I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, and I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her. I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it. So much so to the point that I can die right now and be okay with knowing that I truly gave myself to somebody.
Right, you did the right thing.
And I really loved a person. I experienced that. I know what that feels like.
Anyway, now, come forward later on in the week, yeah? All these old videos of Jada basically coming saying, you know, if we're going to be married, you might be on one side of the house with somebody and I might be on the other side of the house with somebody, but we're going to be in the house together. So all of these old videos kind of suggesting that what he's saying could be right is coming forward. However, later on in the week, yeah, Will Smith came forward and he made a statement and he said, I did not give August the permission. I don't know what he's talking about. Jada has also denied any of those allegations as well and said she doesn't know what August is talking about. But August has now come forward and said, actually, they all knew because everybody got a courtesy call. So my questions to you ladies is, what do you think about this tea? Okay, what do you think?
Woo! I'm a let Shan go first.
Me?
Yes.
I don't know how to feel. I don't even know what to say. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. The whole story just has me speechless.
Messy boots. That's what that is. It's fucking messy. I think my brain is thinking, I don't see why August will come. First of all, shut the fuck up if you're dating somebody else's wife. Like, why bring that up? Like, do that shit in secret. But with that being said, I don't see why he would openly come out and possibly ruin his career over something that might be false.
I just forgot as well. Apparently, the reason why he felt like he needed to address it on the Angela Yee show was because basically he said that because people were speculating and they didn't know what was happening, he was getting blackballed in the industry. Mind you, he's been ill for some time as well, but he was getting blackballed in the industry, and he said, you know, that's why he had to step away from Jada. I guess he's trying to say, look, everyone knew about it. It's not like I was sneaking around with Jada and Will didn't know. Everyone was aware of it. It was an open relationship. And that's why he felt like he needed to tell everyone.
Shan, I'm still waiting for your opinion because I know you're
I know, because my opinion, I mean, each to their own.
Yeah.
Do what makes you happy, you know. I mean, I feel like their family, they wouldn't come down as an ordinary family to me, like the way they are anyway. So something like this, I don't see him lying, and I don't see it as something, we shouldn't be surprised. Like, you should be surprised, like, yeah, they're together, but I just feel like you shouldn't be surprised with something like that coming from that family. That's what.
Why is that though? Why is that?
Isn't it
Willow
their daughter?
They're fluid.
Like, yeah, so she was saying, like, she wants to date multiple. That might be where that behavior comes from. Like, it might be learned from her parents. That's what
I guess what Shan is trying to say is that their family is so unique in its way that this is not a surprising thing if it is happening. My thing is, what was he expecting to gain? Was it just the freedom that this is not in his heart anymore? Like,
some
is he
people
thinking?
Are trying to say,
some
people are trying to say that it's a publicity stunt because obviously he's just released an album as well, and it's like,
You know what? I'm just gonna even say, like, we're over here speculating what might not be true and what might be true. All this shit could be just a whole charade for them to just help him, and they don't even give a shit. Like, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we'll see what's happening because apparently Jada's bringing herself to the red table. So we will see. I'll be tuning in. I don't know. He never actually said that they had sex or anything. He didn't. No. He just said like a relationship, and maybe an emotional relationship. Maybe it was emotional relationship, and maybe he just got too attached. So maybe he got too invested in it, and because he was going on holiday with the family. There's pictures of him going on holiday back in the day with the family and everything.
You know, that's a big question.
Did you or didn't you have sex? That's all I would do. And then the rest of it will be, I'll find that out. I'll be fine with the rest.
We might be old and gray before we find that shit out.
I don't think we will.
Girl, you gotta tune us. You gotta keep us updated on what you find out next.
I will keep you updated. Okay, I will keep you updated. Trust me. Trust and believe.
This is not even a scandal, but just relating back to what Shannon said earlier about racism and all that shit. This is more of a political stand. So you guys know the song called "Knucking You Buck." come on, even if you're down in the boonies, you know what, Knuck If You Buck, like it gets the club going. And the producer of the song is Lil J. His government name is Jonathan Lewis, and he's one part of the Crime Mob. Everyone knows who Crime Mob is. So apparently someone found his Twitter account where his handles pretty much say MAGA. And if you know what MAGA stands for, it is the political stance for Donald Trump. It stands for Make America Great Again. So that pretty much tells you Trump supporter. So everybody would start posting on Twitter saying, if Knuck If You Buck is your song for the protest, you might want to stop that because Lil J is a Trump supporter. My question for y'all is, are we going to just start canceling people because of their political views? Like, I'm not a Trump supporter, but I love to knock and buck. I ain't gonna stop dancing because, you know, like, is that what we're doing now? Like, is that part of our protest? Are we canceling people who have a difference of opinion?
See, when I answer this question, people are gonna say you're canceling people, Shanice. But no, I'm not canceling people. I'm not canceling people. But I just feel as everyone's political views cannot be the same. But I feel like we need to separate that from the music. It's different if the political views are in the music, but separating it, I think once you separate, because no one's ever going to agree with anything. Like we're not all going to have the same political views. Like we're just not. So I won't be cancelling him.
Ings, what you feeling? What you feeling, girl? Come on, say it with your chest.
I just feel like, I don't know, maybe we need to have a Trump supporter here so I can ask him a few questions. So I'm just a bit cloudy. I just feel like
you want to know why?
Black Trump supporter, not like I need a black Trump supporter. Anyway, that's a different story. The old me would have been like, no, if your views are not aligned with me, then I don't think we can be friends. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I've deleted and blocked people because they've just said some wild shit. I'm now realizing though, you can't do that in life. You have to be able to have a conversation with someone who doesn't agree with you. You can't always be with people who are on the same wavelength as you. So you need to be able to have a conversation and say, you know, that's interesting. Why is that? That's why I said, okay, I think we need a Trump supporter to come so I can ask them a few questions.
I don't know. I think obviously difference of opinions is going to happen no matter what. That's what makes this world function. People have differences of opinion and taste and whatever. There are also some other black people who think Obama didn't do anything for the country and they're not Obama supporters. So are we keeping the same energy for those people as we're keeping for the same energy for the black people who think Trump is a good choice? Like, I don't know. I think the music is different. It's not like Knuck If You Buck was saying Knuck If You Buck for Trump. It didn't say that. It's encouraging me to be happy and I feel good when I listen to that music. Do I support the people behind the music and like their views? It's not aligned, but that's fine. My views don't align with my boss, but I ain't gonna quit. I need my money. Going back to the old little Trump supporters things, like I've met some people who are Trump supporters that I didn't know they were even Trump supporters until I got to know them. Like we already had a friendship and then randomly in conversation, it came up that they voted for Trump. Like I'm not the type of person to ask you like, who did you vote for? And then we can be friends. And then I found myself thinking, should I not be friends with this person again because they voted for Trump? Like, I know this person is a good person. They've never said anything racist. They don't act racist. Their family is not racist. Like, they support Black community, but they still voted for Trump. It's all about having that conversation as to why. Why did you think Trump was a better choice? Why do you support his ideology? You know? So it has to be open conversation. Can't just keep canceling people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to cancel anyone who's got a different opinion of me. Will I look at them differently? 100%. But what I will say is this though: if someone's, for example, like we have Labour and Conservative over here, right? If someone doesn't have the same mindset as you, that's fine. I get it. Not everyone's going to be the same, and I don't think we should cancel all Black people who don't. You know, they don't all have to be Labour. Some of them can be Conservative. The only thing about Trump, I think it's because it's him as a person. So if I hear someone who goes, I'm a Trump supporter, I'm not interested in you because you support Trump. It's different if you're like, oh, I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat. Do you understand? Yeah. What Trump represents, I don't know if I could be cool with someone who's a Trump supporter, but I could be cool with someone who was like Conservative or a different political view. That's fine. Yeah. But it's Trump. It's Trump.
I think,
because you feel like they're supporting the person.
The person,
it's not the person.
yeah,
It's the person.
It's not his view. Yeah, it's the person.
Yeah.
I think the person.
I think what people need to start clarifying moving forward is: are you a Republican or are you a Democrat?
Thank you. That's it. Just do that.
That's it.
Some Republicans don't support Trump.
They don't. They absolutely don't.
Do you understand what I'm saying? They don't support Trump. That's what we need to start doing. Are you Republican? Are you Democrat?
Are you Democrat?
Conservative? Are you Labour? That's what we need. That's what we need to kind of talk about. Not the person. Yeah. We shouldn't be like, oh, I'm a Boris Johnson supporter or I'm a Trump supporter. No.
Yeah, Trump is.
Please take Boris.
That Cheeto man. There's something wrong with him. So
his cousin looks just as bad. Trust me, his cousin's hair is always forever messy. His cousin don't even own a brush.
Stop it.
Welcome back to TimeZone Podcast.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome to Ooh That's Lit. Ooh Nah, That's Not It. Okay, I need your help. I'm really sad. I don't know. I feel why? For people who don't know me, I'm a big EastEnders lover, okay? EastEnders is a soap opera that has been going on for many years, guys. Many, many, many years, okay? It has a following, and it is multicultural to some degree. Right, guys, the reason why I don't know if I should give EastEnders a Ooh That's Lit or Ooh That's Not It is because, obviously, during this whole climate that we're in, EastEnders decides to paint a mural, of a young black lady on their set of EastEnders. She's no one who's famous. She's no one who's kind of done anything. It's just a very nice, beautiful mural, right? Part of me wants to go, oh, that's nice. Okay. Anyway, now, going through the comments now, people feel like this is completely wrong. Wouldn't it be nice if there was other faces there, not just a black female? Wouldn't it be nice if we had, like, different nationality females on that mural? Why is it just a black female? And they feel like doing things like this, creates more division than unity, because it's like you're saying just this person is great, So my question to you ladies is, what do I do with this? Is this a positive or is this a negative?
Because I feel like I have a split opinion. So I've seen it, and if I look at it, I say, this is nice, I don't know if I like the idea of just one black female painted on a wall. I don't know if I like that idea. Maybe if it was like a group of people and there was maybe more black people in that picture, maybe I'll be more appreciative of it. But just the one person on there, I don't know how to feel about that. What was their reason behind why did they do it?
I honestly don't know. I guess they're trying to say like they're more inclusive, etc.
I don't know much about what's going on in climate in the UK, and I don't know about EastEnders as much, but if I walked down the street of Charlotte and I saw a painting of a black lady, I would appreciate it, but I would appreciate it more if the person who painted it was also black.
He was.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, okay, so forget walking down the street. If you was watching a TV program,
I wouldn't be offended.
And they had that, you wouldn't be offended.
I wouldn't be
Do you feel like it causes more of a divide though?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna be selfish here and say, so what? Let us take the shine for once. Like, I don't, like, yes, they could have done a group of people of, like, Asian, black, white, blue, red, purple, indigo. No. You put a black person on there, I appreciate it. The person who painted it was black, I appreciate it. I will take the shine for that one picture. Because it's not every day you watch TV and you see a black representation on there. So if there is one, I will appreciate it. So I will give it that split.
Okay, what about you, Shan?
No.
That's not it.
No.
Okay, I guess I'll be the deciding factor. Okay,
sorry.
So when I first saw it, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a very petty person. Just remember I said that. Anyway, when I first saw it, I was like, I didn't even read the comments. I just saw I just saw it, and I was like, what's this painting going to do? Hire more black people. Let's have more black characters in EastEnders. That's what I want to see. Like, I don't care about a painting, to be honest with you, if it's on a wall or not. Let's hire more black actors, Let's have more black people. And then I saw the comments of people going, why isn't there white women there? Why isn't there Asian women there? And it should be more exclusive. And then that's when I was like, do you know what? Actually, I quite like it. So leave it there.
Girl.
Originally, I didn't have a problem with it. But when I saw all those type of comments, it rubbed me the wrong way. It made me feel like, keep it there. Keep that painting up there, That's what I felt like. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think it causes divides. I think, to be honest with you, what a lot of nationalities need to understand is that the Black community does not get represented enough. When we see that, it is nice when I walk down the street and I see a Black painting. That is nice when I walk down the street and I see that. Do you understand what I'm saying? But in terms of it, then purposely putting it in EastEnders, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Because it's like you would have never done that if
it didn't happen.
That's my issue. That's my
just
issue. The fact that it's
people.
in EastEnders, the fact that it's just there in EastEnders. Maybe if I was walking down the street, do you know what that takes? Actually, do you know the painting in is it Dawson? Yeah, that. Yeah, see that? Yeah, that's cool, and that's been there for years. And every time I walk past it, I appreciate that. But
yeah.
I'm gonna watch EastEnders and I'm just gonna see this. But maybe if it was some of the actors from the actual show, but the fact that it was just a random person, I feel like nah. I feel that's why I don't no, thank you.
So going back to it, I'm gonna give it that's not it, because we don't want to see paintings. Although paintings are nice, we'd rather you bring the attention to a bigger cast, including Black people. And also, I don't like the way that they bring attention to it. It's just like they could have just had the painting there and not said nothing.
Oh, so they posted about it.
Yeah, they posted
they posted about it, and they had some of the different characters from the square standing outside like that. And so they could have just had it in there, and Black people would have been like, "Oh, look at EastEnders," and they got, do you know what I mean? And we would have been appreciated.
Yeah.
We would have appreciated it. But I think it's because they purposely wanted to put a light on it.
They posted it.
And obviously, we're in the movement now where people are like leaving their jobs because they feel like Black people should play characters and all this kind of stuff. And what do EastEnders go do? Paint a fucking painting. Like, that's what they done. It's like, no, just hire more Black people. Like,
So
fuck.
Yeah.
I have a different opinion with that one, but that's a different topic.
You guys want to know more? You guys can carry on listening, and we will talk about this shit, okay?
Guys, this is our second write-in on Sharing is Caring. And I'm really excited for this one. So this is a write-in we got, and it pretty much says, my friend is having a stag next year, September 2021. He's a really good friend of mine, but is it wrong that I'm debating whether or not I can be bothered to go, as it's quite a big financial commitment? And a lot of his other friends are not people that I would spend time with, i.e. different walks of life, culture, lads, etc. What do you think I should do? Obviously, I want to be a good friend, but at the same time, I don't see the point of spending all that money to go to a place like Vegas with people I don't really know. I have a question. What the hell's a stag party? Can y'all explain that?
So, a stag party is like saying a bachelor's party.
Oh, he could have just said that shit. So he wants to know, guys, ladies, help this man out. Should he go or should not?
Is your friend doing anything that is in the UK? I think if your friend's doing something that's in the UK, then you don't have to go to everything. Also, are you taking part in the wedding? I think if you are a groomsman, your ass needs to go there. If you're not a groomsman, then personally, I don't think you need to go. That's my opinion.
You waiting on me. Waiting on me. Just for if it was the wedding, I feel like I would have to go. But like for the stag, I feel like if I can't afford it, if I know generally I can't afford it, then I wouldn't go. But then also it depends on like what kind of friendship you have with that person. Like regardless of you not being close to the other people that are going, if you and that person have a very close friendship, then I'll definitely try and make the effort to go.
To me, what he said sounded more like he was less concerned about the finance,
but the money,
more about the group,
the people.
That's how I heard it as. I don't know.
I just took it as all. The factors,
fair enough.
all the factors together. It depends on what kind of, like, if it's really like, yeah, financially, I know it's going to put me out of pocket for how many, whatever time. If it's like, yes, it's a cash loss, but you know that at the end of it, you're going to be happy. You know that that's going to make that person happy also that you've went. Then yes, by all means, go.
There's so many variables to consider. Again, the finances, the friendship with the person. Some friends are understanding that if it's going to put you out of cash, in a situation financially, they're not going to be worried if you don't go, as long as you show up to the fucking wedding. You know what I'm saying? But if you're worried more about the people that you're going with, if you personally do not feel safe, it maybe safety is your issue, or if you just are not comfortable around being around strangers and that's your personality, I would say don't go, because then you're just going to go there and be a bummer. I don't want you around there if you're just going to sit there and lollygag around, if that's what you're worried about. So
yeah. Plus, I also need to know whether this is your, like, right off
Your
bat.
friend.
Is this your, like, how close is your friend? And also, have you ever been to Vegas? I think that will also play a part as well. If you've never been, if I've never been somewhere and this is my first time going, I don't want to go with strangers. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I agree. It's a lot of variables, but he should just stay home. The fact that he's even already thinking it, just stay home.
Stay your ass at
Stay
home.
Stay home, drink some wine, you'll be all right.
That's it. So you got the advice from the ladies at Timezone Podcast. Stay home.
So that's it, guys, and thank you for listening to it's episode 6. Episode 6. Thank you for locking in. Hope you guys are really enjoying our content. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks guys, thank you so much. Don't forget, we love your dilemmas, and we love also just hearing what you guys have to say, so don't forget to write us in at TimeZonePodcast2020@gmail.com.
And also don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter at TimeZonePodcast, and the podcast is with a 0. It is at TimeZonePodcast with a 0.
See you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Bye.
You're locked in to the Timezone Podcast.